You grabbed that mic.
I got you. Coach, what do you think was just the biggest factor in such a dominating performance?
Our defensive mentality, our defensive aggressiveness, our defensive activity. We were just we were locked in. Obviously made some shots, but really our defense was the story of the game.
What can you say about the little plays, whether it's George hustling or DG getting on the ground or Jarrett Allen and those things, how it ignited you?
We're so connected. We're connected on both ends. Guys, they sacrifice for the team. They do whatever they can for their teammate, and our play hard level tonight was elite. We came in with a lot of energy. Nice to see Serena some carryover from practice. We did a lot of defensive exercises and worked on our switching, so it's good to see that carry over tonight.
Hey Kenny, you have been talking about the defense for like the last couple of weeks or so, and there was a point briefly that you fell out of the top 10. What have you noticed within the defense over the last 2 weeks or so that has changed, that has allowed you to get back to this standard?
Yeah, I think sometimes with all the three-point shooting in this league, you forget the activity you need to contest. We talked about it a little, but just closing to the body better, closing to shooters better. But I felt like also we got back to turning teams over. So our aggressiveness. I feel like the league is. It's becoming more physical. You can see it. You can see the trends in the league. So, that was a point of emphasis, getting more physical so we can turn teams over more.
This was the fourth time tonight that you had at least 7 guys in double figures scoring. How have you been able to create that level of balance within the offense?
I don't know. They have it. I mean, we put in a system, but it's got to be. It's got to be buy-in from your best players. I mean, Donovan, just the ability to kick the ball ahead or kick the ball across the court. Darius too. Those guys are kind of our quarterbacks. So when they distribute, it just everything flows from there. It's like, boom, they're doing it. I'm going to run for you. I'm going to screen for you. It's like a domino effect.
And now that this one is over, a number of your guys talked in shoot around about wanting to get this one for you. And, they did the same thing with Golden State. When you have that level of support already, what does that mean?
It's weird. It really, I mean, it's kind of cool. I did feel it, and a bunch of players, you had Jarrett and Caris, and we had a bunch of assistant coaches who were here. Listen, it's just human nature. A place you've been, you want to kind of show them that you're good, and you still got it.
Anything else? Sorry.
Coach, what allows you to be so honest about that? Because I feel like sometimes that wouldn't be the answer somebody would give, but it's great that you're so candid about it, that you feel that way.
I do feel good that I could be candid with the media. I feel like honesty is always best, transparent. Never disrespect anybody, or always have the respect for the competition. But you ask me questions, and I'm just gonna always be like that, just transparent and honest, and just kind of how I operate. I'm glad you let me do it.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Last one in the back.
Hey, so Caris LeVert, 9 of his shots tonight were 3-pointers. When he was playing in Brooklyn, that was not his shot diet. It looked a little different. There was a stat floating around that 6 of his first 150 shots this year were mid-ranges. When he was in Brooklyn, he was a different type of player. Can you talk about how the looks he's getting and how those have changed over the years, and kind of tonight was a great example of it, especially in the first half?
Great observation. We failed in Brooklyn trying to get him to change his shot profile. We tried over. We tried everything, and like you said, the stats you're citing, And that was, that was a big part when I came in, is to make another push, and he's bought in. But even tonight, I felt like he passed up like 2 or 3. It's like, and his teammates are like, "Come on, Caris, it's the curse of the great ball handler." Like he's got such great handles, and his whole life he's been catching it and just like putting it down. Darius has some of that too. It's like for some reason they don't want to take the easy 3. They kind of want to make it a little more difficult, but it's changing his value to our team, his value for future contracts. You have to be efficient in the sport. That's what teams are looking for. That's what we're looking for. And man, he's turned a corner.
Okay, stand right, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you. Safe travels.
You